Hello again, YouTubers. So here we are with the Kickbike Cross Max 20 disc. All the parts, as you see here, 4 main parts. We've also got all of our tools that come with, and some quite well-made tools. It's definitely not an IKEA job, that's for sure. Also some touch-up paint comes with it as well, which could come in handy, especially if you're going off-road. So, first things first, let's attach the handlebars. So, on the top here, what we've got is a little cap, and the cap just comes off to reveal our Allen key there, and it is 5mm, it is. Okay, and just be careful because there'll be grease there. Lift off this top part. We can place those to the side. So, simple. The wires will dictate largely where it goes, so it's quite easy to adjust. Might need to loosen up the handlebars. See it? No, it's absolutely fine. So, as you can see, sits onto place. The important part, if you've ever put a bike together, then you'll be fine putting this together as well. So obviously you want the forks to be perpendicular to the frame, and also the handlebars parallel with the forks as well. You can always readjust this once it's on. So reverse the process, the little black plug then, and then we put our hex screw back in. I always just give it a few turns with your fingers just so you can get the grip in there. Once it's on, 5mm, and we just tighten it up. Now we can adjust the forks so that they're dead center later on. So for this purpose, I'm just going to do it until it's tight, just 2 fingers tight. I'm not gonna completely tighten it up ready for riding. We'll tighten it up later for that. So that is the forks on. It is as simple as that for that part. Okay, we've got the handlebars on. Now it's time for the rear mudguard. So we've got a hex screw here. We've got 2 here as well, which I've already removed. So we've got your mudguard here. What we want to do is to place the screw just nice and neatly through the mudguard. Place the other washer on the inside, and with delicate hands, just place it in there and start getting that thread on. Once the thread is on, give it a good few turns, and there we have it. So, like normally, I'm just going to leave it there loose for the time being before we have it all connected at the rear here. Just going to keep that loose, and as you can see, the top two here, literally, we are going to put them just in that top thread there. So we'll get our 5mm hex. Okay, so through the magic of cinema, we now have the rear mudguard on. So literally 3-point connection, as you can see, and now we shall put on the rear wheel. So each of the wheels come separately, the quick release. So I've already placed this on, and literally they come removed just like this. So that is what you will get in the box. And very simple, keep the quick release on the opposite side of the disc brake, and then place those back on. A few spins, and that's all that's needed. Now, because it is quick release, it is very easy to attach. Just twist the wheel around the braking mechanism and simply place it up. The disc brake will go through the braking mechanism, and then it's just a matter of twisting until, let's see if we can spin that around there, twisting until you've got an ideal tightness, so that when you bend it towards the frame, it tightens. Now, I haven't tightened that enough for riding. That is simply to place the wheel on for the time being. And there we have it, back wheel on. So, last but not least, the front wheel. So, I'm just gonna spin the bike around. As you can see, nice and light, as it should be. So, front wheel, exactly the same. So it comes with the quick release bracket, just as you see there. Obviously the quick release on the opposite side as the disc brake. This is the larger one. You do get two, one for the back wheel, one for the front. The larger and longer one goes on the front wheel, as you can see, the exact same as what we did with the small. So once again, disc brake on the disc brake side. And if you've ever put a bicycle wheel on that has quick release, it's the exact same. You just need to let it fall into place like that. The disc brake is inside the mechanism. And then, likewise as before, you can always test it and see when you're gonna get the optimum amount. Sometimes it takes a wee bit of twisting. Like most clamps, it'll have a sweet spot. Oh, maybe that's just a one too tight. And let's have a look. There we go. Now that's enough for this purpose. I haven't tightened anything else up yet. Not for riding. You want to make sure that everything is very tight. But obviously not too tight so you'll never get it off again. I've made that mistake once or twice. So there we have it. That is how to put together your kick bike. The last thing I'm going to do is to tighten everything up. You've got a mechanism up here which automatically tightens and loosens the front shocks, and you've got a reset twist on the left-hand side here. Very nice function. When you're riding about in town, you might want a little bit harder in the shocks, but maybe if you're going off-road, well, definitely you'll want it nice and soft. So there you have it. That is it. Obviously, as I said, not ready to ride yet. So the last thing to do, tighten everything up. We'll start at the front and work our way back the way. Riding.